All right, number 10, we have another 10, we had another log equation. Log base 5 of x plus 3. Log base 5 of x minus 4 is plus equals log base 5 of x minus 2. So on the left side, we're going to use the property of logs. Sorry, we're going to use the property of logs on the left side. To combine them, adding will multiply. So we have log base 5 of, this will be x plus 3 times x minus 4. And it's all evaluated inside the log argument. And it's going to equal log base 5 of x minus 2. So now that we just have one log on both sides, which is the same base, then we're going to focus on making the inner terms equal. So all we have to do is focus on this being equal to this, because that's already the same. So we're going to FOIL on this side. That will give us x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 12 equals x minus 2. Then we have x squared minus x minus 12 equals x minus 2. Then we can subtract x and add 2 because this looks like quadratic. So we're going to move both of these terms over. So I'm going to subtract x here and add the 2 here. Bring down x squared negative 2x negative 10 equals 0. And then from this point, we're going to factor the quadratic. So I'm looking at the factors of 10, 1 and 10, 2 and 5, seeing if we subtract anything, will we get negative 2? And it doesn't look like we will. So it looks like this term will not factor. So we're going to have to do quadratic formula to solve this. So I'm going to do negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So we're going to be plugging everything into this formula. So this is a, b, and c. So negative b, it's already a negative 2, so we're going to make it a positive. So we'll have a positive 2 plus or minus b squared. Negative 2 squared will give you a positive 4. Minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is negative 10, all divided by 2a, which is 2 times 1, so just 2. And then at this point, we're going to simplify the inside of the root. So we have 2 plus or minus square root 4. Negative times a negative is a positive. 10 times 4 is 40, times 1 is still 40. So we got 40 here, divided by 2. All right, I'm going to wrap around here, just keep going back and forth. 2 plus or minus the square root of 44 divided by 2. And then there's 44 is not a perfect square, so we are going to see if we can simplify that radical. Since it's not a perfect square. So let's say square root of 44 is 2 and 22. And then 22 can break down to 2 and 11. So we got a pair of 2's, and then 11 is prime. So 2 can come out. So this will be 2 plus or minus 2 square root of 11, because 11 stayed. That one got broke down. That one got broke down. All over 2. And then these two terms are divisible by 2, so we can divide by 2, and that will give us just a 1 plus or minus square root of 11. So we need to see what these two answers are equal to, and if they will work out once we go back and plug them in. So 1 plus or minus square root of 11, seeing if they will work here. And just remind you, whenever I plug it in, this number has to come out positive. So as long as it's bigger than 4, we should be fine. So calculator, I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to do 1 plus the square root of 11. And it's bigger than 4. So that means if I plugged it in any one of these, it will come out positive because 4 is the biggest one. And then we want to also plug in 1 minus square root of 11. So I'm going to do second enter. And I'm just going to go back and type over the plus with a minus and see what that is. So we get a negative number. So this one will not yield us a positive answer. So 1 plus the square root of 11 will work, but 1 minus the square root of 11 will not work. So we're going to do 1 plus, with the keypad, square root of 11. That's the only solution that will work of the two.